Start out small and grow from there. Hi everybody, today I'm going to be doing my first recipe with you, and it's rightfully the first recipe that I'm going to do is one that I learned from Haley's first speech therapist. And Laura, if you're watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say enough about how many times Haley, especially in the very beginning, depended on this recipe to eat. The fun part about this recipe is that it looks like it looks like dog food. So what you need is 1 package of Carnation Instant Breakfast Essentials powder. I like to use this because there is a lot of parents, especially in the special needs department, that are encouraged to give their children protein shakes or breakfast shakes of that manner, help supplement the nutrients that they're missing out on. But a lot of those shakes don't taste very good. And so we're just going to add 1/8 a cup of peanut butter to it. Now this is going to have some fatty acids in it and some protein content, which is great. And you just go ahead and mix it around with your fork. I prefer to use the vanilla powder. It makes it taste more like a peanut butter cookie batter rather than a chocolate batter. The chocolate batter is okay, and my kids definitely like the vanilla one better. You know, this is the funny thing with Haley, is that she will often request for just peanut butter and sugar. She just, because this does have a lot of sugar in it, and she'll request peanut butter and sugar when she gets tired of what we call the peanut butter balls, because we roll them up into balls once we get the correct consistency. So you're going to have to play around with the peanut butter a little bit to get it to the correct consistency, but basically it's supposed to look doughy without being extremely sticky. So that way, when it gets up to this point, you can take a bit and roll it up. So I feel like this probably is a little bit too soft, so you might want to go with less than 1/8 of a cup. I've never really measured it because it was easier for me to eyeball it with the consistency. Start out small and grow from there. That's a great tip for making these. Anyway, so once you have the consistency that you like, and this is the consistency that I use when I am going to be spreading it on a graham cracker and making kind of a sandwich out of it. Normally I make them into balls and then I freeze them, and so the powder, I use less peanut butter and then 1 pouch of the powder, and it gets to this crumbly state. But in this case I'm making it a spreadable state so that we can make it into sandwiches that are not messy. So you take your cracker and you break it in 2, and then, I know I had a knife here at one point. Okay, here we go. And then spread it on the cracker. Just play around with it, see what kind of consistencies you guys like. You can change it to almond butter, you can change this, you can use the chocolate, you can use the vanilla, you can add or take some textures into it. You can even make it into a dip consistency by adding a little bit of honey. You definitely could crunch up some of the graham crackers and mix it in with there. That gives it a little bit of a crunch. If you're making the balls, you can put them in the freezer. I make a whole bunch at a time and just put them in the freezer, and then I just pop a few out whenever Haley is asking for them. So that's your Playful Wife for today. If you are interested in trying some recipes with the Carnation Instant Breakfast, please let me know, because I have a couple more that I would love to share with you guys. If you are doing your own, I would love to hear about it, because this is a great opportunity to mix into different recipes. Be sure to send me your questions for Monday, and I will see you then. 2 more bites? 1 more bite? 1 more bite and I'll give you a cookie.
No.
1 more bite and they'll subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe.